or chopsticks. Alright, so the reason I'm making this video is because when my very strongly opinionated grandfather asked me, why do the Japanese still use chopsticks? Why don't they use less barbaric tools like a knife and fork? I couldn't come up with an answer that satisfied me or him, so I did some research. The history of chopsticks in Japan. Chopsticks came from China. They were originally made for jabbing at fires and retrieving food from inside fire or pots. Gradually, food was chopped smaller so that it would cook faster. This eliminated the need for knives at the table. This also led them to using two sticks, chopsticks, instead of one to pick up the food because it was easier. The first appearance of chopsticks in Japan was around 500 AD. This was when Chinese culture began flowing into Japan. Chopsticks were only used in religious ceremonies at first and were joined at the top, like trainer chopsticks are today. Around 10th century, chopsticks were finally used for eating in Japan. Why do the Japanese still use chopsticks today? Traditional Japanese food, ramen, sushi, rice, whole fish, etc., are easier to eat with chopsticks than with fork and knife. Obviously, the Japanese aren't going to eat hamburgers or other Western food with chopsticks, which is why they also have forks, knives, and spoons in restaurants and homes today. Basically, they still use chopsticks for the same reason we here in America still use forks and knives. Tradition.